The Gray Man is the newest Netflix original film directed by the Russo Brothers, who are obviously known for directing some of the biggest films of all time: Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War. They've done a lot of great stuff. The Russos are now returning to their action roots with a new big action adventure based on the book series The Gray Man. Starring Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, and Ana de Armas, The Gray Man is about when CIA's top asset undercovers agency secrets and triggers a global hunt by assassins set loose by his ex-colleague. It seems like this is said a lot, but this is being promoted as Netflix's biggest film of all time. This has a budget of, I believe, around $200 million. So this is a big film for Netflix, which is interesting considering that I haven't really seen much promotion for it, but it is dropping on Netflix next Friday, July 22nd, and it's dropping in some theaters this Friday. All right, as always, let's start with the things that I liked about this movie. So, as you would expect from a $200 million action movie directed by the Russo brothers, this is a big spectacle that's worth seeing on the big screen. I'd say that this is just a very entertaining movie from start to finish. It is very swiftly paced. It's got some solid direction, great set pieces, fun performances, and some really great action sprinkled throughout as well. This is a slickly produced, globe-trotting action adventure film, very similar to other recent action franchises like Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne, John Wick, a little bit of John Wick in there as well. And when it comes to action, like I said, there are some really great action sequences in here, especially when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. They were exciting, tense, really well shot, really well choreographed, and just a lot of fun. I really loved all the hand-to-hand combat action sequences in here, which kind of reminded me of Winter Soldier a little bit. Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans really bring the physicality. They nail their action sequences, and they're really great in the movie overall. Chris Evans is clearly having a lot of fun here, playing a more villainous kind of performance here, but he's very playful, having a lot of fun with it. Has some self-awareness to the performance too, which was very fun and entertaining. Ryan Gosling, I don't really know how many of these big action performances we've seen from him, but he's really great in here too. He's kind of what you would expect from Ryan Gosling. He's very similar in the type of performance he delivers, but he's consistent. He's always great, and he's great in here as well. Dhanush, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is also very good in his admittedly limited amount of screen time. He also really brings the physicality to his performance and has some of the best stunts in this movie, I would say. I also want to shout out Julia Butters, who plays a girl named Claire. She's a big part of the heart of this movie, and I thought she was fantastic. You probably last saw her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Apparently she's going to be in The Fabelmans later this year, and I would keep an eye out for her because she's a great young actress, and I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes a big star. Just putting that out there. Now let's move on to my negatives. So, while I do think that this is a very fun and entertaining film, like I said, I don't think that it ever reaches the heights of today's best action franchises, as it has a very familiar and formulaic story with little personality or identity. It's kind of a run-of-the-mill action movie, and I expected a little bit more from the Russos. I found the script here to be quite inconsistent as well. The dialogue often felt awkward and kind of off-putting, and it just kind of took me out of the film at times. I don't really know what it was about this dialogue, but it just didn't quite flow, and the script overall just felt a little bit disjointed. And when it comes to action, not all of it works. There are a couple sequences in here, I'll just say that they involve a plane and a train that just did not work at all. They are super reliant on CGI and VFX, and it's super noticeable. They're not particularly well directed, and they just kind of felt like visual noise. They were not well done action sequences, and it, again, kind of took me out of the film a little bit. So at the end of the day, while it's definitely a $200 million action movie, it's nothing we haven't seen before. The Russos try to bring some personality to it with some interesting directorial choices. Some work, some don't, but it still largely felt a bit bland and hollow, and it's not one that I think is going to have any lasting impact. So with that, I'm going to give The Gray Man a 7 out of 10. I had fun, I think you'll have fun, but let me know what you thought of The Gray Man once you get a chance to see it down in the comment section below. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our uploads here on iCrave Network. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.